They told you that love meant proving yourself, that if you cared enough, you would chase, convince, wait, shrink, beg. But Queen, high-value women do not beg. Not for love, not for respect, not for attention, and never for a place in someone's life that should have been offered freely. Tonight, this is for the woman who has been overgiving, over-explaining, overextending, the woman who made herself smaller just to be chosen, the woman who has mistaken desperation for devotion. And if that has been you, this moment is your reset. Take a slow breath. Release the tension in your shoulders. Let your jaw soften. Let your heart become still. You are safe here. And tonight, we are breaking the spirit of begging, because a queen does not plead for what aligns with her. She attracts. She discerns. She walks away when dishonor enters the room. And she remembers who she is. Maybe nobody taught you that. Maybe you learned love through survival. Maybe you learned to earn affection. Maybe you learned that being good enough meant tolerating crumbs. Texting first every time. Checking if he still cares. Overthinking every silence. Trying harder when effort wasn't returned. Performing worth. Proving loyalty. Begging in quiet ways. Not always with words, but with energy. With over-pursuing. With accepting less. With staying where your spirit keeps getting wounded. But hear this deeply. Begging does not create love. It only creates imbalance. And the right things in life do not require you to abandon yourself. Read that in your spirit. The right love does not make you audition. The right opportunities do not need you to chase from panic. The right friendships do not survive on one-sided labor. What is meant for you will not demand self-betrayal. And somewhere along the way, many women confuse softness with submission, patience with toleration, compromise with self-erasure. But a soft woman is not weak. A gentle woman is not desperate. A high-value woman carries grace and boundaries, warmth and standards, compassion and self-respect. She can love deeply without losing herself. That is power. And tonight, I need you to hear something. If someone has to be convinced to see your value, they are not your assignment. If someone repeatedly withholds what you clearly communicate you need, their inconsistency is your answer. Stop begging closed doors to become open. Stop watering dead things. Stop calling emotional scraps love. You were not made for crumbs. You were made for abundance. And abundance never has you crawling. It receives. It flows. It honors. Maybe you've begged in ways nobody saw. Begged by staying too long. Begged by lowering standards. Begged by saying, "I'm okay," when your heart was breaking. Begged by accepting almost relationships. Begged by asking bare minimum people to show up fully. But tonight, we release shame, because awareness is freedom. And once a woman sees, she cannot unsee. So let this be your awakening. High-value women do not beg. They become. They embody. They choose. They rise. They leave where peace is absent. They trust what leaves. And they do not confuse rejection with lack. Sometimes being denied is divine protection. Sometimes being overlooked is redirection. Sometimes losing what drained you is the beginning of abundance. What if every door that closed was protecting your softness? What if every person who left made room for something aligned? What if the thing you've been begging for is beneath you now? There comes a season where a woman gets tired of chasing, tired of proving, tired of bleeding for people who barely notice. And in that holy exhaustion, she transforms. She remembers, I am not here to beg for what should honor me. I am here to embody the woman worthy of overflow. That changes everything, because once you move from needing validation to carrying value, your whole life shifts. Now listen closely. High-value women do not beg for commitment. They become committed to themselves. They do not beg for attention. They become so aligned. Attention finds them. They do not beg to be chosen. They choose themselves first. That is the shift. Self-choice. And that energy is magnetic. When a woman stops chasing, she starts attracting. When she stops pleading, she starts discerning. When she stops overgiving, she starts receiving. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. And maybe tonight, you need permission to release someone. Release an attachment. Release a fantasy. Release a dynamic that keeps humiliating your spirit. You do not have to keep knocking where love is absent. You do not have to beg someone to communicate, to care, to stay consistent, to show up. If it has to be dragged out of them, it is not being given freely. And what is forced rarely feels safe. A queen understands this. Now breathe, because I want to pray over you. God, for every woman listening tonight, heal the places where she believed she had to beg to be loved. Heal the wounds that taught her attention must be earned. Heal the childhood ache, the abandonment, the betrayal, the scarcity, the fear of being left. Restore her identity. Remind her she is already chosen, already worthy, already enough. Remove every desperate attachment. Break every pattern of over-pursuing what wounds her. Replace anxiety with peace. Replace striving with trust. Replace emotional hunger with divine fullness. Teach her discernment. Teach her standards. Teach her to walk away in dignity. And let her know what belongs to her will not require begging. Amen. Now breathe again. Let that settle. And repeat this with me. I do not beg for what should come with honor. I do not chase what disrespects me. I release the need to prove my worth. I am worthy without performance. I am loved without pleading. I am chosen without shrinking. I allow healthy love. I allow reciprocity. I allow peace. I deserve consistency. I deserve effort. I deserve honesty. I deserve softness that feels safe. I no longer confuse longing with alignment. I no longer romanticize emotional neglect. I no longer beg for crumbs. I was made for tables, not scraps. I am a woman of value. I am a woman of standards. I am a woman who receives. Again, I receive love, respect, abundance, protection, ease, a soft life, a peaceful heart. Now let this sink deeper. A high-value woman does not panic when people pull away. She observes. She does not collapse when things end. She recalibrates. She does not run after what leaves. She blesses it and keeps walking. That is emotional wealth. And that is what many call feminine power. Not manipulation, not control, self-possession. The ability to remain rooted in your worth, even when something disappoints you, especially then. Some of you have been calling it love, when it was actually fear. Fear of losing, fear of being alone, fear of not being chosen again. But beloved, Loneliness has made many women settle, and settling has made many women suffer. But you were not created for suffering disguised as romance. You were not created to beg grown people to do what character should do naturally. No, raise the standard. Quietly, elegantly, without announcements, without revenge, without proving. Just rise. Sometimes the most powerful sentence a woman can say is, "This no longer aligns with me," and walk away. There is luxury in emotional self-respect. There is elegance in boundaries. There is royalty in silence. Not every disrespect deserves explanation. Not every withdrawal deserves pursuit. Not every closed door deserves another knock. Sometimes the queen leaves, and that departure is the lesson. Now imagine a version of you who never begs. She does not overtext. She does not over-explain. She does not overstay. She does not negotiate her dignity. She is warm, but not available for misuse. Soft, but not easy to exploit. Loving, but not self-abandoning. That woman is already in you. She is waking up. And maybe this season is not punishing you. Maybe it is refining you, teaching you standards, teaching you detachment, teaching you the difference between desire and destiny. Everything changes when a woman stops asking, "Why won't they choose me?" and starts asking, "Why am I available for what dishonors me?" That question changes lives, because healing begins there. Awareness, then choice, then transformation. And hear me, walking away is not losing. Sometimes walking away is winning yourself back. Sometimes silence is self-respect. Sometimes distance is healing. Sometimes no response is the boundary. And sometimes letting go is how blessings arrive, because empty hands can receive. Clenched hands cannot. Release, receive, rise. And for the woman listening who has begged financially, emotionally, spiritually, for survival, this is for you too. You do not have to beg life forever. Scarcity is not your identity. You can be a woman who receives overflow, provision, opportunity, peace. A soft life is not laziness. It is alignment with what does not drain your soul. And you can choose it. Starting now, say this softly. I release desperation. I embrace dignity. I release chasing. I embrace attraction. I release fear. I embrace trust. I release crumbs. I embrace abundance. I am not a woman who begs. I am a woman who becomes. And becoming is holy. Becoming takes courage. Because high-value women are not built through comfort. They are refined through lessons, boundaries, losses, discernment, healing. And every disappointment taught you something. It taught you where your standards needed strengthening. So do not regret what taught you wisdom. Honor the lesson and move queenly, because the woman you are becoming does not run after unavailable people. She runs after peace, purpose, wholeness, and God. That woman sleeps well because she no longer negotiates with confusion. Tonight, let old desperation die. Let old patterns break. Let needy love fall away. Let over-pursuing end here, and let a new woman rise. A woman who waits with dignity, loves with wisdom, receives with grace, walks with standards, and never begs. Because queens do not beg. They bless, they discern, they depart, and they attract what honors them. Before we close, I want you to rest in this truth. Anything you have to beg for, can never satisfy your spirit, but what flows to you in alignment brings peace, and peace is expensive. Protect it, guard it, choose it. Tonight, sleep knowing you do not have to force what is for you. You do not have to beg for what God has already assigned. You do not have to chase what carries your name. Rest there. And if no one has told you lately, you are valuable. You are elegant. You are worthy of reciprocal love. You are worthy of standards. You are worthy of a soft, peaceful life. And you do not have to beg for any of it. Breathe in. Release. Let your heart soften. Let your spirit settle. And whisper this before sleep. I choose dignity. I choose peace. I choose standards. I choose myself. I do not beg. I become. And I rise. Sleep in that truth tonight, Queen. What belongs to a high-value woman finds her, and what dishonors her loses access. Rest. You are becoming her.